Hello, I'm Craig Jeffrey, the Managing Partner of Strategic Treasure, and I'd like to welcome you to this overview of our 2016 TMS Analyst Report. As the technology offered by TMS vendors continues to evolve, there's a growing need among users of this technology to receive adequate assistance to make informed selection decisions. There's a significant lack of awareness surrounding the TMS industry as a whole, which results in an inadequate selection process by many Treasury departments. This ultimately reduces the value they receive as they go through and select their technology solution. The purpose of this report is to provide a sufficient overview of the TMS space and aid in the general understanding of both the components that make up this type of Treasury technology, as well as provide information about some of the individuals that provide that. This report consists of 5 sections and covers the lack of awareness that exists within the industry, current trends that are unfolding within Treasury departments, key drivers that are causing evolution within the TMS industry, an overview of the TMS landscape, and an in-depth analysis of some of the major technology providers that are operating within the market today. Section 1 is on the lack of TMS industry awareness. An important issue to note before delving into the lack of awareness factor is that the intent to spend and invest in new technology is quite high for many organizations. A question asked as part of our cash forecast and visibility survey found that in the areas of treasury, payments, and bank account management, over 30% of respondents intended to make significant technology investments during the next year. In other areas such as cash reporting, invoicing, and reconciliation, intent to spend was still elevated, with approximately 20% respondents planning to spend significantly in those areas. While the high intent to spend is a positive sign, a problem many of these firms will face is that they are largely unaware of the majority of vendors that are able to address their needs. Additionally, they do not adequately understand differentiating factors that separate each TMS solution from another. Most Treasury departments are only aware of a select few solution providers. This became apparent through data derived from our technology use survey, where out of 38 solutions listed as part of a TMS awareness question, only 9 were recognized by more than a quarter of the survey respondents. The lack of awareness is again evident when looking at TMS selection processes, where 23 out of 39 possible solutions were included in less than 5% of TMS selections reported. The final result of this awareness gap is that organizations are purchasing solutions that are not an ideal fit to match their needs. In fact, our survey also found that 3/4 of Treasury departments were using less than 80% of the functionality they purchased as part of their TMS. This lack of efficiency and utilization causes many organizations to revert to using many of the cumbersome and outdated processes they were looking to avoid in the first place. In order to rectify this issue, organizations must allow for a more thorough analysis of the TMS space before heading into the selection process to ensure that they are including the appropriate vendors and solutions in their search. Section 3 is about Treasury Trends. There are a number of recognizable trends within Treasury departments that we've identified through our various industry surveys. These trends include departmental centralization, increases in staff size, and increasing TMS technology use. Regarding centralization, we saw an 8% increase in the number of centrally structured Treasury departments versus regionally structured departments during the period from 2013 to 2015. Treasury centralization has been occurring throughout the industry for some time now, and to date, about 3/4 of the firms have moved to a centralized structure. At the same time, many organizations are increasing the number of Treasury staff that they employ. While the size of many Treasury departments falls below 6 employees, there are currently twice as many departments increasing in size versus those that are being reduced. A third trend that we've uncovered is a transition away from the use of Excel and bank portals that move towards the use of more sophisticated systems such as a TMS or the Treasury modules of an ERP. Between 2012 and 2015, we saw a 20% increase in the use of TMS as a cash reporting tool, along with a 5% increase in the use of ERPs. Conversely, there was a 7% drop in the use of spreadsheets and bank portal use for cash reporting in that same time frame. At this point in time, we are seeing that approximately 2/3 of organizations are using a Treasury system other than Excel for managing their Treasury operations. The third section of this report looks at the key drivers within Treasury technology, and we've identified 4 that are currently shaping the market. One that appears to be of high priority for virtually every organization is fraud protection and management. Data derived from our 2016 Treasury Fraud and Controls Survey showed that over half of the organizations had experienced both cyber fraud and payments fraud within the past year. In addition, 33% of these attempts had originated from within the company, and had involved either a current or former employee. In order to protect themselves against the high level of fraud attempts that are currently taking place, Treasury departments are looking to adopt Treasury solutions with enhanced security features and are looking to vendors to provide these capabilities. Another driver that is seeing widespread attention is the response to compliance expectations that are arising from increased regulatory pressures. The 2008 financial crisis brought the issue of compliance management largely into the spotlight, and as regulations like FBAR, EMIR, Dodd-Frank, and FATCA grow in complexity, organizations are placing a greater emphasis on the compliance sector of their operations. In order to meet the demand for upgraded compliance features, many TMS vendors are providing enhanced bank account management and regulatory reporting tools through their TMS solution. These tools include the ability to automate the FBAR filing process, a provision for complete audit trails on transactions and payment activities, and the automated management and tracking of all active signers and accounts held by an organization. An additional driver that has become heavily emphasized due to the recent turbulence in the market is risk management. One of the major contributing factors to the financial crisis was the inability of many organizations to effectively identify, manage, and mitigate the exposures that they faced. In today's business environment, having the ability to identify and quantify risk is one of the most vital and important roles that Treasury plays today. As the need for enhanced risk management has become a top priority for Treasuries, vendors have started creating solutions that are better able to display risk in a visual format that allows for easier analysis. We call this provision of a graphical format for viewing risk as visualizing risk. Additionally, the easy integration of internal systems such as ERPs and connectivity to external systems such as those that provide market data allow for more effective management of enterprise risk through a single interface which handles and allows you to address all of the organization's exposures. The fourth main driver that is having a large impact on the TMS market's evolution is payments. The processes used by organizations for conducting payments have become increasingly sophisticated, especially for large multinational corporations. In these organizations, payment instructions are initiated by multiple branches and departments, each which are often using a different payment system. These messages are then delivered to different banks in a wide variety of formats such as the ISO 20022, pain messages, SWIFT MT messages, or EDI formats. This fragmented payment structure increases the burden placed upon Treasury in attempting to maintain visibility into all accounts and manage global liquidity. As a means of simplifying the payment process, many organizations are looking towards adoption of consolidated processes, such as the use of a payment hub, which offers centralized systems where all departments and organizations can conduct their payments. The payment hub takes payments initiated by each department and then delivers each set of instructions down the appropriate channel and to the appropriate bank. A payment hub takes the payments initiated by any department and delivers those instructions and the formats through the appropriate channel to the appropriate bank. Payment hubs benefit Treasury by providing Treasury the visibility to all of those payments wherever they're originated in real time. This gives them an accurate view to their liquidity position. Section 4, the TMS Landscape. The TMS landscape we have displayed in previous years has been shifted somewhat to reflect a more encompassing view of the TMS environment and reflects some of the changes in technology. This iteration of the landscape has cash management and visibility serving as the core framework from which additional areas of functionality can extend from. Generally, every TMS offers a degree of cash management functionality that is a building point for the other areas. So extending out of the cash management functionality are the categories of payments, FX trading, debt and investments, and risk management. These categories are areas in which TMS providers look to provide additional functionality for their Treasury teams. Support in each area can vary greatly and can range from basic payment support for wires to a single bank, all the way to a provision of a payment hub for handling enterprise-wide payments for all payment types on a global basis. For each of the participating vendors in this report, we have detailed their position in the TMS landscape within their respective vendor section to show what their coverage is across each of these 5 categories. The 2016 TMS Analyst Report provides an in-depth analysis of 9 of the leading providers of Treasury technology within the market. You'll find detailed coverage and analysis on Axletree, Bellin, Hansa Orga, Kyriba, Misys, OpenLink, Orbit, Reval, and Treasury Express. These technology providers collectively represent well over 80% of new system sales in terms of volume. The vendor sections provide a range of insightful information and cover key topics including company history and progression, global footprint, the product set and functionalities, the customer service structure, event attendance, available hosting models, and various implementation models. Each vendor's position within the TMS landscape is displayed as part of their individual section. So, for more information regarding the current state of Treasury technology industry, you can download a free copy of our TMS Analyst Report using the link provided on the screen. Thank you for watching.